Real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured
WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
Opinions expressed are those of the show host, not WPSL or WSTU or eXp Realty. Any reproduction or reuse of this program without the written consent of WPSL and WSTU is strictly prohibited. Now, welcome to My Dream Home Radio Show. Here's your hosts, Eileen Simons and Paula Brady. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing fine.
Good, good.
So you guys managed to survive the Treasure Coast Business Summit, huh?
We did,
We did.
yes. We
It
got
was
to
fun.
meet a lot of interesting people. I really appreciated the fact that so many of the things, that's a dumb word, the school board and a lot of the different programs from the high school, they had displays there. There was also a very large gathering of the police department for Port St. Lucie. I really appreciated that.
Notice
some
the
of the other,
placement on the police,
oh yeah,
right opposite our booth.
of course.
They knew.
They knew
Somebody
you
has
were-
a reputation.
Yeah. They said, keep a close eye on that place.
that simulator got me again. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was
Oh.
really nice, though.
Yes.
It was.
Yes, a lot of people, a lot of different organizations and businesses that we got to make contact with. And the other thing is, it's so nice to see these kinds of activities opening back up again. I'm
Yeah.
so glad that we can see people in person. Yeah, we had to wear masks, but still the fact that we were able to all be in the same large area makes such a big difference, I think.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we
Yeah.
really appreciated the invitation. Thank you.
And I think the fact that it was sold out as far as exhibitors go,
Hmm.
and from what I heard as we were breaking down that afternoon, they probably could have had another 20 booths in there. There was this huge rush, I guess, the other day. Ironically, when they were here doing our IRSC show, our business show, they had finalized the last booths in the parking lot here.
Oh, wow.
They had sold the last booths in the parking lot. So
great.
the week before. So yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know how Dana Trabolsi managed to pull this off. I know Lynette, her partner, is absolutely amazing. And so she did a lot of the real difficult work while Dana was in Tallahassee as our representative. So yeah, it was amazing.
Well, it was a great event, and I'm thinking it's a good place for eXp Realty to be next year.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
bad idea. I think, of course, now you just look at the growth here is absurd. And they're going to be announcing the name. There's two major distribution centers, one by Midway and the other is down in Tradition. We're talking 1 million square feet in each one.
Right.
And so it's, you don't have to use your imagination. It's not too difficult to figure out who's coming here. And once that happens, I think really all bets are off.
Yeah, yeah. The one down in Tradition, I read that it's more than 1,000 jobs. I believe I'm right on that.
Could be. Yeah.
recall
That
correctly.
would not surprise me.
Yeah, it's a big center going in down
Well,
there.
when Walmart distribution came in here, it was 850 or something like that. Yeah.
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 So
There's a lot of people in the world and they have to send that stuff out to a lot of people, you know, and it
Yeah.
takes people to do that.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You bet.
They
You
can only
bet.
automate so much,
Yeah.
I would think.
Well, a lot of those places now I've read that they actually do the automation but they do need people to do the loading and I'm not sure what all the
Yeah.
functions are, but a lot of it is automated, but there's somebody controlling that automation. So
Yes.
I don't know if that's what's going to
And you
happen here or
need
not, but
People there on a daily basis to repair that automation.
right.
Yes.
So,
That's-
it all comes back to what IRSC is planning on doing, and this massive center that they're building across from the main campus is going to be incredible.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was impressed with the programs that they have available for these kids in high school. They took, well, we didn't have anything technical like the robotics and, some of the, they had welding. I mean, they had welding when I was in high school if we took shop, but some of the things that they've done are so much more technical, and these kids are getting exposure in high school. It's fabulous.
Well, you saw the robots.
Yeah.
Yes.
From Westwood High School. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Where did that come from?
Right.
I just,
Right.
oh yeah. Yeah.
We also talked to one of the teachers from their construction program.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I asked them, I said, do you work with the Treasure Coast Builders Association? And he said, yes, we do.
Well, I'll bet they do. You bet.
They're dying to get people trained and out of there so
Yeah.
that they can
Well,
use them. So
yeah. And as we found out on our IRSC show, Piper has just started its intern program.
I remember
they're
hearing
calling
a
it
program about
apprenticeship.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
And and there are other companies. The one that comes to mind in Palm City that is it Phoenix, I think. Very few people even know this place exists, and 90% of their workers are boomers.
Yeah.
So they're going to be looking for an entire workforce, and
Everyone's going to
they have got 30 years worth of orders from Boeing and I think Airbus as well. It's like, oh my
Wow,
goodness.
that's
Can
fabulous.
you imagine?
Well, they
Yeah.
probably have to think that far in advance.
Oh, sure they do.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, and they're the people who are going to be coming in are going to be replacing some really experienced folks.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
So they've got to be the best of the best.
And hopefully those folks will be training those new people before they're gone.
They are. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's all part of it. Yeah.
That's the important part. I see too many organizations who don't think they need to train anymore. They can just sit somebody down and
No.
say, go on the internet and learn this,
No,
and
no, no.
I'm sorry,
Doesn't
but
work.
training is essential in a business as far as I'm concerned.
Sure.
If you want a good job done by your employees, then you need to put them in a position where they can do a good job. And if
Yeah,
you don't train them, they can't.
right.
Well, and just like in your area, continuing education is a
Absolutely.
must.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and the
Or-
mentorship program too, because working with somebody that has the experience that Eileen has been invaluable to me. So it's a great opportunity to do that.
That's
So,
cool. Yeah. So how's business?
Business is great. I
Busy.
can't talk about our new listing anymore because it's under contract already.
No.
2
yeah.
days on the market. Yes. And it's under
Oh,
it's
God.
under contract. Yes.
2 days on the market.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
while showings seem to be slowing down, because technically we're at the end of season now, although I really don't see the
There's no
buying season
anymore.
to end. I think we'll be 12 months a year for buyers now, but so showings have slowed down a little bit, but prices seem to be holding steady for now.
So have any of your Northeast residents talked about the exit taxes in
Oh,
Connecticut?
yes. I've heard about that. Yes.
I have not, but that's
Oh,
not, I've,
Yes.
got a dear friend that is in the process of selling his home. He was at ESPN for a million years, and they're going to get hit. I think it's like 35%.
wow.
It's like to leave the state.
How ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're doing it in Jersey too. So
Are they taking the keys off the chains? I mean, it's like, goodness.
wow.
Sounds like they're strapping people to stay there.
Well, they have to, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, it's
That's a-
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
Just
you know,
crazy.
talking about this, another interesting, we'll talk about this after our guest because our guest has been waiting since 10
Patiently.
o'clock now, and I want to make sure that we get her on. But I actually brought an article talking about the movement of people nowadays. So after Iris's interview, we'll come back to this subject again. But last week I went to a chamber luncheon and I met this lovely lady who is just dynamite. She's going to be wonderful for this new community. Her name is Iris Martin, and she is the I don't know her exact title, but I'm going to call her the leasing specialist for the Savona of Stuart. The Savona of Stuart is under construction right now, and I don't want to take all of her thunder away from her. But before we delay any longer, I want to say good morning, Iris. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So before we get into the background and all that, just give us a little tiny snippet of what Savona of Stuart is going to be about.
Savona of Stuart is going to be a 55 plus active adult community. So while it's going to house apartment homes, we are creating a community here in Stuart within a community. It's going to be very high end, but very affordable.
Wow. That sounds great. Exactly what we need.
Yes, yes.
So let's come back to you now. We'll come back to the Savona in a little bit, but tell us about you and your experience and how you got here.
So 6.5 years ago, my husband called me at my office. I ran 5 neurology clinics and thought that I was at the place that I was going to retire from. And my husband called
Sounds
me,
familiar. Sounds very
doesn't
familiar.
it?
Yeah.
And said, how do you feel about moving to Stuart, Florida? And I said, I thought we were talking in the future. I said, great, that sounds wonderful. We'll talk about it when I get home. He said, well, I just accepted a position there, with the school board. So we really need to talk about it. So
Hello.
yes. Long story short, I had never entered the senior or 55 plus selling. I never thought I would be a salesperson. Didn't want that stigma almost that comes with it. But I have found that I started out 55 plus sales in another high-end community here, and was fortunate enough to be hired by the United Group of Companies who actually are building the Savona at Stuart. And I absolutely love it. It's more just connecting with people and finding out what they need.
Oh, that's excellent.
So I adore it and hope to continue it for many, many years.
Well, and that's what I think is important about the real estate industry is it is a service industry, and we are connecting with people and we are helping them to be in the right place for them for a comfortable life.
Right. I agree.
So I was really interested to find out about the fact that this is kind of the company's first venture into this part of the market. Is that correct?
Well, the company has 16 55 plus communities total all over. 4 of those being in Florida, 3, actually all 4 under construction. So they have 1 property on the west coast of Florida. So I misspoke there. 3 of those under construction. 1 property already going Sandalwood on the west coast of Florida. So it is their first adventure on the east coast. There is a property in Arcadia Gardens I'm sorry, the name is Arcadia Gardens in Palm Beach Gardens.
Okay.
And then Stuart is another high-end, beautiful community coming.
That's excellent.
And for those that want to know the location, we'll give them the actual address or how they can get information from you in a little while. But this is the north part of Stewart, Jensen Beach area. Some people
Yes.
think it's really Jensen Beach, but actually it's Stewart 34994.
Right. Right.
If you know where LA Fitness is or the big Baptist church in Stewart, that's the area where Savona is.
Right. And although our address is off of Northwest Federal Highway, I always like to tell people we are tucked back in to a preserve type area. So we're not sitting right on Federal Highway.
Correct. Yes. It's the best of both worlds, really. Yes, they
is.
are tucked back in off of Federal Highway, but their main access is going to be on Federal Highway, which gives them easy access to all of the shopping and restaurants and everything that there is on Federal
Yeah,
Highway.
and Publix is basically right across the street, which is great.
Right.
Pretty much
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
you're
If
only
we-
a half mile, about a half mile from the mall.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Close to downtown Stewart,
Mhm.
close to the beach. In fact, Tide House is a great restaurant to go sit on the water. It's not too far from us as well. So I agree, best of both worlds.
That's
Mhm.
excellent. Yeah.
And this is a rental community for 55 and older, correct?
Correct. We have 2 sizes of 1-bedroom apartments and 6 sizes of 2-bedroom apartments. 3 of those are 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and the other 3 are 2-bedroom, 2 bath. So they're very large, spacious. All of our apartments have screened in balconies or patios. So, and that's not included in the square footage, which I really like that they, it's still livable space, but you still have all of that space under air.
Mhm.
It's going to be a phenomenal community.
So are any of them padded so my wife can put me in there?
Maybe they can arrange that for you.
We can customize it, I
There you
guess.
go. There you go. That's good. What amenities will be offered? Will there be a pool and that kind of thing? I would assume.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, they have so much planned.
I
Tell
can
us everything
imagine.
that's planned, Iris.
I'm very excited about this part. So when you drive up to a little winding driveway that will lead you to a secure gate, that the residents will have access to via a key card or a code to get in, you're going to pull up to an 8,000 square foot clubhouse. So we're going to have an activities director, so you can participate in activities as much or as little. We have a SUN program that United Group specifically designed for their 55 plus communities. And this program meets educational needs. If you needed a lawyer to go over some paperwork, etc., we're going to have all of the athletic needs that people have, that just because as we age, we don't lose the needs for certain amenities. So that falls under the SUN umbrella. We're going to have transportation, dinner outings, different outings going to the local, oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? The local lyric and things like that.
Oh,
Elliott Museum.
Elliott Museum, I love Elliott Museum, to the beach even, so to doctor's appointments, everything. So it's going to be really encompass all of the needs. So literally, if you wanted to pull up to your apartment, park your car and have us do most of the things for you, we are going to provide that type of lifestyle.
that's
We're going to
excellent.
have a lap pool that has a 0 entry, so you don't have to worry about stairs, navigating those stairs. We'll have outdoor kitchens that the residents can use, fire pit areas, very pet friendly community. We'll have a gorgeous dog park that's shaded and has water access for the pets. Bocce ball, pickleball. it's really, it's a cruise ship on land is what it is.
Oh, that's
It really-
excellent.
And do I remember you telling me that breakfast is included in one of the programs?
So we're going to serve a continental style breakfast Monday through Saturday. Sunday will be something that, you know, you can go to a local diner. There's so many great restaurants around here. But that's really the only type of food or dinner, or I'm sorry, meals that we'll provide, because we are a true independent living.
But
community.
still, that's a good start to the day for people.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it's nice to go sit and
Sure.
have coffee with your friends and figure out what you're going to do for the day.
Yeah,
That's
when you look
excellent.
when you look for a nice hotel, you're always looking for it to include a buffet breakfast.
Right.
Right, right.
That's excellent.
Thank you. Yeah,
So do you know how many acres are in this property?
I do. You caught me. I do not know that exact number.
But I know
I
that you
know-
know how many residential apartments there will be, correct?
Correct. We are going to have 182 residential apartments. So it's going to be 3 apartment buildings. One of those being 4 stories, the other 2 being 3 stories.
So they'll all have elevators.
Absolutely. They'll have a common entrance, of course, with side entrances that are secure. Common entrance with your mailboxes, and then the elevator is right there to take you to your apartment.
And will there be enough parking for all of the residences, or will it be limited?
No, definitely. Parking was well thought out by this, by our architect. He has ample parking. There's also going to be carport parking, as well as garages, single car
Oh my
garages that
gosh.
will be available for lease as well.
That's excellent.
It is. It really is.
It sounds like they've thought of everything.
They did. We have impact windows, hurricane straps. We the hurricane preparedness is really what kind of sold me on. So the entire buildings are tied to the foundations with hurricane straps,
Okay.
and hurricane rated windows. So impact windows and patio doors as well. It was really, they took a lot of time and thought through this.
That's awesome. No
Mhm.
worries then.
No, mm-mm.
That's excellent.
So when are you
Yes.
looking at opening the doors?
We are pre-leasing now, but we are scheduled to have our first residents move in January of 2022. It's, you know, I've been with the company about a month and a half now, and really the traffic has just exploded. So getting a lot of interest from out of state, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey,
Yeah.
but also a lot of local people are contacting us.
Now, are your leases going to be annual leases, or will they do any seasonal type rentals, or do
It's they're annual leases.
annual leases?
Right,
Okay.
right. Because we
yeah.
want to create that, you know, we understand that some people, snowbirds, are going to have their apartment and not be there, you know, 6-8 months out of the year. But we really want to create that community feel.
Right.
So that's the long-term renters, leasers.
Right.
Will they have, maybe you don't even know this at this point, but will they have the ability to have more than a 1-year lease if they want to?
I really don't know the answer to that. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't believe so, but don't hold me to that.
Okay.
I'll find that out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to get an invitation to that grand opening or
Oh,
pre-grand opening. I would love to see one of the units as soon as they're ready.
You are on the list. You are at the top. Absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
So tell us your contact information before we go any further.
Okay. So I can be reached at 772-208-7115. That actually goes directly to my cell phone. I like to take all calls myself and get to know people.
Okay, can you say that number one more time, please?
Absolutely. 772-208-7115. 7115.
Okay, great.
Got that.
Also, we have a phenomenal website. The marketing team with this particular company, they're updating at all times. So giving us real-time updates as far as construction progress. So you can also find contact information on that as well.
That's great. What's the website?
It's the Savona at Stuart. If you just type that in your browser, it brings it right up.
Okay.
I've been on it several times. That's why I was so
Have
happy.
you-
We just happened to be at the same table at the chamber luncheon last week. And I
That's
said,
amazing.
oh,
Yeah.
wow, I really wanted to meet you.
I know.
Wow.
Well, and
Yeah.
I'm so shy, I just invited myself to your tables.
Well, what's really good is it sounds like you love what you're doing, which is great.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I do.
That's excellent. I think it's a great concept, a great idea for a community like that. That I'm sure it'll be a hit for.
Yeah. And I think that it's sort of unique in this area for an independent living community to have so much available on site.
Right. Exactly.
And didn't
It
you tell me
really-
that there's going to be services there also, like beauty shop?
Yes. So we're going to have an on-site beauty salon. We're going to have yoga instructors, Pilates come in, and all of that, except for obviously the beauty salon, all of that is included in your rent. So there's a lot of amenities that are included in that package.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
fantastic. That'd
So
be
whether you
fun.
need one bedroom or and one bathroom, two bedrooms and one bathroom, or two bedrooms and two bathrooms, you're going to be able to fulfill those needs for people.
Absolutely. And not just the housing aspect, it's also the socialization or because with COVID, a lot of people were so isolated and didn't have that, and scared to go to the grocery store. So they had a lot of deliveries done in, and you lose that human connection. So
Right.
we're going to
You do,
provide
and then they
that.
become more afraid.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, let's live the years that we have to the fullest.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
And they'll have access. I think people don't realize as we age how important it is. I mean, I'm not a good example right now, but how important it is to stay
You guys are still
Physically-
teenagers. What are you talking about?
physically fit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the fact that they will be able to do that there and have people on staff to help them is just amazing to me.
Yeah. Did I hear you going to have a health club as well in there?
Yes, a very large state-of-the-art health fitness club.
Yeah.
And our activities director will head that up and be there to show how to use the equipment. It's very similar. I've seen the equipment. I have seen the equipment. I have not used it. I need to.
Well, she's
Maybe.
honest.
We're all like that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I see my
Um,
pool every time I drive by too, but haven't gotten it.
But are your coats hanging off it yet?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, maybe it will encourage me to get out and walk too when I see people outdoing me on a treadmill. So, yeah, it's going to be state of the art. It's beautiful.
And you did say that you are taking pre-leasing registrations now, correct?
Yes, we are pre-leasing. Honestly, at the end of this month, we're going to start really having some big marketing campaigns. And I think now, if people have a specific view or style of apartment or location in a building that they want, really should call me and get with me. They're not going to stay around long.
Now's the time to pick that out.
Right.
Right. Especially in Martin County with our prices ranging from very, very affordable. Our two bedrooms, our largest two bedroom is just under 1,400 square feet and it's $2,750. So
That's
in Martin,
big, 1,400 square feet
Yeah.
for two bedrooms.
Yeah.
right. And again, that doesn't include the patio, the screen-in patio with the ceiling fan light. So there's additional space there. We're going to offer guest suites. So if you have guests that come in from out of town, we'll have guest suites that you can utilize for them.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
know. I know, you're getting me even more excited about this.
Are any ready yet? I have
They
guests
really-
coming.
They really thought of everything.
That's awesome.
They really have. Yes.
And all the amenities are essentially included in those prices then too. They don't have to pay for a membership or any of that
No,
kind of thing.
absolutely. Again,
That's-
except for, the services of the beauty salon. The residents would just be responsible for their electric, cable and internet. And we're working on a package with a local vendor to make sure that that's very, very affordable. So
Sounds great. You definitely
it does.
planned this out. Yeah.
Yes, yes. It is very well thought out.
So Iris, I know that your schedule is really, really busy. I really appreciate you taking the time today. If there's one message that you could leave with our audience, what would that be?
That would be, come live your best life at an active 55 plus community. There is absolutely not a community like this in Martin County, St. Lucie County, and come be a part of our founding program.
Okay,
Excellent.
great. And give us your contact information one more time, please.
Sure. 772-208-7115.
Great.
And the website is the Savona at Stuart, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Super. We're going to check that out.
Absolutely.
All
Come by
right.
and see me.
Yeah. Sounds great.
All right. Thanks so much for your time today, Iris. I hope
Thank
you
you.
have a wonderful day and I wish you very well with your new community. And anytime you want to come back on and update us, just let me know.
Thank you. I'd love to. You guys are great. Appreciate
Sounds
it.
good. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's going to be something.
Yeah, it sounds like they've thought
That's
of
gonna be
everything.
something. Yeah.
It's nice because there are people that don't necessarily want to own a piece of property. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, but it'll be a
No,
nice
I
thing,
get it.
nice thing to have a rental property and not have to be responsible for any of the maintenance or any of
Right.
that
Just
kind of thing.
pick up and make a phone call.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And then have to have all those amenities available to you as well. Sounds great.
Mhm. And independent living, you can come and go when you
I
want
want-
to. You'll have from what I understand, they'll have a kitchen so they can cook if they want to.
Mhm.
Breakfast is provided if you want to.
And I think you asked a very important question on the parking, because I've seen some of the facilities and they're very limited in parking.
Right.
Well, I can tell you from personal experience, because I do so much, we both do so much showing in the area that sometimes you can't even find a guest spot to park in.
Exactly.
So what do
Yeah.
you do when people come to visit you?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they'll even have covered parking. She said they were going to have garages for lease. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, even if you didn't have a vehicle to put in it, you probably could use it as storage.
Well, maybe.
That's always my next thing is where's the storage?
But gosh, 1,400 square feet for a 2-bedroom, 2
That's-
bath.
That's
Excellent.
huge.
That's
That's
bigger-
bigger than our
that's-
house.
That's,
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's larger than some 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single family homes.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
more square
yeah.
footage.
definitely.
Wow.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to have to give up my hoarder tendency so I won't have to.
Just become a
Well, you know,
minimalist.
Yeah.
Those memories are tough to let go of,
Well,
you just, I mean, we have, Paul and I have downsized 3 times and we're still,
Got a lot of stuff.
I need an office to go to because there's so much stuff in the condo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on it, but it's a tough one.
Well, and you're doing a lot of improvements too.
Yeah.
Which we had
Oh.
already done. So, when you make a change, especially in your kitchen, that is just amazing for the whole family and the whole household.
Oh, it is. It is. It's and where do you put the stuff in the meantime while they're doing the work? It's
Yeah, that's
it was
those
definitely-
plastic bins that
Oh
they
my
put on
goodness.
sale all the time.
yeah, it was an experience. We survived, but
Pots and pans on the couch.
yeah.
Move it if you want to sit
there. Hold them because there won't be any place else to put them.
Yeah, could you hold the spaghetti sauce for me?
Yeah.
please? Wow. That was something.
That
Savona-
is interesting.
Savona of
The
Stuart.
Savannah of Stuart. Yes, it's
Yeah.
North Stuart. It's going to have a 34994 zip code.
Yep, downtown
So that
Stuart,
would
yep.
be the north side of the bridge. For those that don't know, there is a north side of the bridge in Stuart.
Oh, goodness.
People on the south side that refuse to go
On the north
on
side.
the
Well.
bridge.
Someday they will expand their world and they'll come and see it.
Yeah, you got that right. So what else is happening?
So I'm going to let Paula, while I look for this article that I brought today, because I know I brought it. Paula has some,
A bug flying around.
I know.
I'm trying to catch.
Paula has some listings that she brought that she's going to talk about.
Right. I think I may have talked about this one last week, but it is actually still available. So if you need 1.3 acres with a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, and 1 powder room, kennel for your animals, and a separate workshop, this home's for you. It's a total of 2,492 living square feet and 3,616 total square feet. So it is in Jupiter, and the asking price is $650. But it sounds like a really nice home. Very
How big is the
large.
piece of property?
1.37 acres.
Wow.
650 in Jupiter?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a 5-bedroom.
2,400 square feet
Yeah.
Oh my god.
under air, right?
Yes. 2,492 square feet under air. So
Wow.
That's a big house. And
Yes.
5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a powder room. So
Star that one.
I,
You
I
want to
will
see it? You want to see it this week? Give us a call. We can
Yep.
get you in there.
definitely. Then we're going to come to Port St. Lucie, and you're going to go a little smaller. This probably would be a great starter home for somebody. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,215 square feet and living square feet, and 1,639 total square feet. They're asking 229.9 for that. So
And that's a single family home.
single family detached, just
What's the zip code for that one?
34953.
Okay.
So nice.
Southport St. Lucie.
Southport St. Lucie.
And no
yeah.
HOAs.
No HOAs. No.
Really?
No, this is
Give me
a
that.
single lot.
I know somebody that can use this.
Eileen going to take that one off the
Uh-oh,
market real
sold.
soon.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. So then we are going to move into Port St. Lucie again. We have a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-story home. It has 1,398 living square feet, 2,049 total square feet. They're asking 279.9 for that. So it looks like it's carpeted on the second floor, tile throughout the first floor, 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage, granite countertops.
And this is a single family home, not a
Single family.
townhouse.
No,
Okay.
no, but it is a 2-story. So let us know if you're interested in something like that. Then we also have, I think I may have mentioned this one last week as well. It looks like it's still on the market. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2,771 living square feet, 3,426 total square feet. This has, like I said, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with a loft space and 2-car garage, 42-inch cabinets in the kitchen, granite countertops. It sounds like it's updated very nicely. They're asking $409 for that. So good, pretty good price for a good size home, 4-bedroom, 2.5
Yeah.
bath.
Yeah.
So then we're going to come into Fort Pierce, and there is a condo in Fort Pierce that is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Pretty good size because 1,989 square feet.
Wow.
Living square feet. Yeah.
That's large.
Yeah. And actually
That's
that's
really
the total
large.
square footage as well. So 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and overlooks a Y-shaped marina. It's on Hutchinson Island. So that one is, they're asking $439.5 for. So it sounds like a real pretty place. let us know if you
Ooh,
want to take a look.
overlooking the marina.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
On Hutchinson Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like a really nice place. I think that'd be fun. Watch the boats come and go.
Yep.
Another Fort Pierce property. This one is 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,600 living square feet, 2,243 total square feet. It says that it's a rare opportunity with a half acre of dual access. You have a detached shop if you want to have your business in that, I guess is what they're suggesting.
And this is what zip code?
It's 34982.
Hmm.
So it's in Fort Pierce and they're asking 265,000 for that. So, well, I don't know what else I want to tell you there, but
That's enough.
that one, yeah. Let us know if you're interested in something like that or you need a big workshop. That sounds like it'd be a perfect spot for you.
It does.
Then we have a house in Port St. Lucie. Again, whoops, I passed by the couple of Port St. Lucie's here. 4 bedroom, 2 bath. We've got a lot of good sized homes out there that need somebody to live in them. 2,020 living square feet and a total of 2,794 square feet. So let us know if
pretty
you need
large,
something
too.
like that. Yeah, they're asking 305, 4 bedroom, 2 bath.
And that's where?
It's in Port St. Lucie.
305 for a 4-bedroom. Wow.
34953 is the zip code.
That's great.
If you're interested in that area.
Yeah, that sounds like a good buy for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
definitely.
Is there an HOA with that one?
No, that's
Look at there. Wow.
single family detached.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good sized property. And then we've got a condo in Jensen. So it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath condo, 1,102 living square feet and 1,102 total square feet. So it's all together there, but they're asking 296.9 for that. So you're in
And is that in Jensen or is that on Hutchinson Island? Does it say?
it says Hutchinson Island. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're on the island and close to the ocean. Sounds like a really pretty spot. So let us know if you need that.
We were over there. We were on the island for dinner last week. I just love going over there every time,
It's
It's
nice.
beautiful. Yeah, it really is.
You know,
There are so many tucked away spots that you
Yeah.
don't even know about.
Yeah.
And we went past what I call the Christmas house.
Oh, I love that house. Anybody that comes at that time of the year, we definitely go to that house.
you have to.
Oh yeah, it's
It's-
fantastic. I'd
Yeah.
love to see the inside of it as well. So
Actually,
do you get a
oh,
chance?
this goes back 10 years maybe when, Carol could tell you. I think it was a hardball that was there.
At
At
that home.
Yeah.
Residents? Wow.
Yeah.
that would be
and it-
fabulous.
oh my God. Was it spectacular?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so impressed
Interesting.
with the amount of work that goes into that lighting that they do at the Christmas time. It's amazing. I mean, I just put up a few lights and I'm worn out. I can't imagine.
Paul actually was talking to the owner last week. That's what made me think about it. There's a crew of 6 that come in and spend a week to do that.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I would think it
really?
would take
Yes.
longer than that, but that's
Yes.
amazing. Phenomenal.
That
Scaffolding and everything.
Well, we appreciate it. So
Yes, we do.
It's fun.
wow. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, if you're ever down here during the holidays,
Oh,
it is a must to
Oh,
drive
yeah.
out to the
you
island
can't miss
and
it.
see
Right.
that house.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that they make jokes about it all the time, but I'm sure that there's a satellite that picks up the light from that house.
Well,
Google
they saw
Earth.
they saw it from the space station
Did they really?
because I think Channel 5 did a story on that a couple of years
That's
back.
fabulous.
Oh yeah, yeah. The astronauts actually saw it from the space
Wow.
station.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Merry Christmas everywhere.
Yeah, it was so cool. Just so cool. Yeah.
That is neat.
So the earlier subject, so I pulled out this article that I brought with me this week. It's always interesting to me how some people think that movement never happens, but that's not true. Movement, as far as people and where they live, is a constant. It just happened to be more predominant over the last year and a half than normal. But there's always a balancing act, at least in my experience, there's always a balancing act. And it comes back to location, location, location. Where can I afford to live in what I consider the best location?
Right.
And that's what real estate is all about. So this article talks about the fact that, early in the pandemic, so many people were leaving high priced areas and moving to lower priced areas where they could afford to have a bigger square footage property for less money. Well, what happens then?
Prices go up.
It's
Yeah.
all about cost and demand.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
Right.
You bet.
Well,
Sure.
I've talked to 3 different families in the last few weeks, I'm going to say, maybe the last month, who have relatives that could not afford to live in those high-priced cities before that can now, because as everybody makes an exodus out of an area, those prices come down to attract new owners. And so now there are people who couldn't afford to live in the big cities before, who can now because the prices in the big cities have come down so much. So they're moving to the big city for the first time to experience that.
Except
Right.
for San Francisco. Did you see the median price for homes there?
Have not.
$780,000
Wow.
was the median
Oh, I'm not
price.
surprised.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
my
not surprised a
God.
bit.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I would love
that's-
to visit, but I don't know if I'd actually want to live there.
It's
I'm
a
sure
beautiful
I'm sure
place.
it's beautiful. Yeah, that's why I'd like to
Yeah,
visit it and see all
yeah.
the sights and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, when
I
I was at
kinda like where we
ESPN, I
are.
was there 2 days a week,
Were you?
every week.
Yeah.
And it just, it grows on you.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
There
It's-
still
Well,
has
there's
to be
something
that
about
big
the
city
terrain
thing.
changing all the
Yes.
time,
Oh, yeah.
and of course I grew up in that kind of an area with hills and valleys, and it was a real adjustment for me to move to a state that
It's flat.
We
was
have
flat.
hills.
Yeah.
Florida has hills. There's a couple
No,
that
no,
go
I'm not
over the
talking about
river.
Florida.
No, I'm just teasing. No, I know. I live next to one of the flattest states in the country.
Yes, you
So
did.
Kansas is pretty flat.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome to the Flat Earth Society.
Exactly. Yeah. Missouri fortunately had hills. We had a lot of rolling hills, and then when you get into down into the Ozarks, it's totally different. But
Oh, the Ozarks are beautiful. I was
Yeah.
there as a kid.
Yeah.
We were going through the Ozarks, and it was like, I had never seen anything like that before.
Re-
Water all over the place, and
yeah,
hills, and you go around corners
Yeah.
and little tiny roads, and
See, I've
oh,
never been there.
that was
Never
exciting
been
for
it's
me.
it's beautiful. The
Just
fall
such
is
an
really,
adventure.
really pretty.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was an adventure. I mean, when we were kids, we had property at the Lake of the Ozarks, and
Oh,
it was like 4 or 5 miles, maybe even further on Rock Road. You get off paved road and you go through rock to get to the waterfront, and it was amazing. But we had a great time with as kids there, skiing and such. But it was fun.
Mhm.
It's a pretty area. If you ever have a chance, go visit.
Yep. Something else I wanted to mention today, which to me was just amazing. There are still parts of the country where the MLS does not have the addresses of property in it.
Really?
I was
wait a minute.
amazed.
Back up.
I was
Wait.
amazed to hear
One of them's
this.
Alaska, right?
No, actually, this is in the how do I say that? word?
Contiguous.
Contiguous.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to anyway. In the contiguous United States, there are states that don't put the addresses in their MLS.
Dakotas, maybe?
I'm not mentioning any states, but those of you out there listening that know states like that, National Association of Realtors Board of Directors just voted last week to require addresses for all the properties on the MLS. Now, let's back up a little bit. First of all, a lot of vacant land doesn't have an address yet. So the vacant land isn't going to have an address if it doesn't have an address. But National Association of Realtors Board of Directors voted to require all addresses to be on the MLS, if I understand their vote correctly. And when you stop and think about it, the National Association of Realtors, although people say we sell stuff, my estimation, we are a service industry. And
Yes.
we give a very vital service
Yeah.
to you, the consumer. So your agent that you select to work with to help you find a home should absolutely have access to those addresses.
Yeah.
So now I don't know when it's going to go into effect yet. I guess there are a lot of people not happy with this in those states that, well, it's just like, from the way I understand it, if you go to England, to the UK to buy a property, you can't just pick a realtor to help you. You have, because each real estate company, I forget the word that they're called. They're not called a broker. They're called an estate manager or something like that. So each estate manager has their own listings, and they don't have to share those listings with other estate managers. It's like 100 years ago here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
this is really bringing us into today.
Sure.
There are a lot of, you will still have your choice as far as your IDX feeds are concerned. So if you don't want some addresses to be public on the internet, you can still prevent that. But at least in the multiple listing service is all about brokers having compensation and cooperation agreements,
Sure.
which gives us all access to all of the realtor broker listed properties. So these states that don't do this now will have to come into compliance so that all of the realtors in those states have access to those addresses, which, we're all about consumers and making this a better process for you, the person who is purchasing or selling. This to me brings it to that place.
I would think the sellers especially would want that so that they can
Yeah.
get more exposure to
Absolutely. And
all the other
that's all about
agents.
that's why the marketing is the way it is nowadays. That's
Right.
why we do IDX feeds with all of the websites internationally, even so that our listings can be exposed to as many buyers as possible. And we're out of time already.
You're out of time already. We have flown by.
We have.
You're
So call us 772-200-5105. You can visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com. Our email is mydreamhometeam@yahoo.com. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and we'll hear from you next Monday.
Great day. Enjoy your week.
You've been listening to My Dream Home right here on WPSL Port St. Lucie, Talk of the Treasure Coast, webcaster to the world, and WSTU, Martin County's Heritage Station, serving the Treasure Coast since 1954.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Facet Wealth.